What if I told you the best decision I made for my home cinema was the one that I nearly talked myself out? I spent weeks and weeks convincing myself this was a bad idea, that I would regret it, that nothing could replace what I already had. And honestly, part of me wasn't still sure until the day I switched. But here's the thing, 12 months later, I'm not satisfied. I'm genuinely obsessed with this setup in a way that I didn't see it coming. Now, before you skip ahead, stick with me because this video isn't just a highlight reels. I'm going to tell you the things that nearly stopped me from switching to this laser TV from AWOL. The question that kept me up at night about picture quality, the hidden cost nobody talks about, and yes, the things that still frustrates me after a full year of use. If you're still on the fence about making the jump from a 4K TV to a laser projector, this is the video I wished that somebody shared with me before making the jump. So let me be clear, all the products mentioned in this video was sent to me as free of charge about a year ago. But I've built them together to create this ultimate home cinema setup. The brands that I mentioned here, they do not get to see this video. Like always, everything I share is based on my own experience, and your experience may slightly differ to mine. A year ago, I had a premium 4K TV, the LG C5, and the TCL C855K. They had that D-Black's nearly perfect contrast. I knew exactly what I had, and I trusted it. The idea of swapping to a projector, it felt like less of an upgrade, but more of a gamble. Because every projector I've used up until then had a bit of a washed out colors the moment any light creep into the living room. It also had a bit of a complicated installation. The low hum in the background reminds you that there was always something there. At the back of my head, I had that constant nagging that I'll be trading for a quality for a size. So when the AWOL Vision LTV-3500 Pro arrived in my living room for a launch review, there were 3 questions that stopped me cold. Would setting up a projector like this wreck my living room? Could it actually deliver OLED or QLED level of picture quality? Or was I about to downgrade and lie myself about it? And what was the laser engine going to do to my energy bill every single month? I have all the answers now, and they surprised me. This was a big one. I've been living with an OLED TV for some time now. I had become a bit of attached to what OLED does in almost everything. Those absolute blacks and the pixel perfect contrast, picture that seemed glow from within. Could a projector do it? Even a tri-laser projector? Could it compete with an OLED? That was like a really weird question to ask myself, knowing that projectors struggle, especially during the daytime. The honest answer is not every dimension, but in the ways that I didn't expect, it surpassed it. Where my OLED was 65-inch, the Laser TV 3500 Pro feels 100-inch of screen. That alone changes the feeling of watching. Action sequence, nature documentaries, sports, they stop being something you watch and start being something you are inside of. The sense of scale is genuinely cinematic in a way that no TV, regardless of the price, can replicate in a normal living room. The image itself is driven by a tri-laser RGB pure laser engine. 3 dedicated lasers, 1 each for red, green and blue, which covers 107% of the BT 2020 color gamut. In practice, what that means is that color is extraordinarily saturated and precise. With the Dolby Vision, content looks spectacular. HDR highlights that have real punch. Skin tone are natural. The picture is rich in a way that it reminds me more of what QLED does with what an OLED does with black level. And on a 190-inch canvas, that richness is overwhelming in the best possible sense. Now when it comes to the brightness, this projector was rated at 3500 peak lumens. This alone was another reason why I switched, because brightness is key when it comes to a projector. I initially assumed that I will need to watch my projector setup in a dark room, which I don't. I regularly watch this during the afternoon while the sun is going through half open of my curtain, and the image holds up confidently. And that was the biggest misconception I had it going on in my head. And the AWOL laser TV dismantled it completely. I won't pretend it replaced my OLED in every single way. In a true dark room, with the contrast content and OLED infinite contrast ratio, it's a different experience. But in the real world, with ambient light, 100-inch screen and the Dolby Vision processing this projector delivers, that gap is far smaller than I expected. And the size advantage more than compensates. Now when it comes to the running cost, a surprise I didn't see it coming. This was perhaps my quietest concern but persistent one. A laser light engine running every evening. What is it going to do with my electricity bill? The answer surprised me. The Laser TV 3500 Pro draws about 300 watts of power in operation. To put that in a context, a larger LED TV can draw several times more than that figure. Over a year of evening use, the projector has added less to my energy bills than I have budgeted for. Noticeably less than the 4K TV that I replaced. The laser light source is rated to last about 25,000 hours. And if you literally do the maths, that's about 3 years of a constant use every single hour. But who does that? Nobody watches Projector 24 hours a day. In my normal holiday days, I watch it quite a lot. But regularly, to be honest, I don't. There's some weeks, there's some days that I don't even turn it on. But I have it there. Now to sit alongside the projector, I paired this laser TV with a surround sound system from Ultimia. The projector connects via eARC HDMI port, which handles the audio hands-off cleanly. The built-in 36-watt stereo speaker are genuinely good for a built-in system, room-filling and capable of delivering Dolby Atmos decoding with a convincing virtual surround effect. But adding a dedicated sound system elevates the whole setup to another level. With the Ultimia system in place, movie night feels like a proper cinema event. The low-end depth, the directional sound effect, and the way the audio wraps around the room, it completes the picture that projector starts. Visual and audio together in a 100-inch motorized setup, genuinely the rival a premium commercial cinema. That's not a hyperbole. People who come over and visit my living room say exactly that, unprompted. What I would change, the honest part here. No review after a year of daily use should be all praise, and I have real criticism worth sharing. There are no auto keystone correction on this laser TV. Every alignment adjustment is done manually in the setting menu. I want to be clear, this isn't unique to AWOL. It's a frustration that runs across ultra short throw laser projectors under this category price point. But it remains inconvenience, particularly if you ever shift position. In my setup, the motorized cabinet keeps everything locked in place, so I rarely need to touch it. But buyers without a fixed installation should know that they will be revisiting the setting menu whenever they move the projector slightly. Another minor issue I faced with this AWOL projector, it comes with Android 9 as an operating system. It is clean and fast, but it's basic interface without a built-in app ecosystem. AWOL solves this by including an Amazon Fire Stick 4K Max right inside the box, which tucks in neatly in a concealed HDMI compartment at the rear of the unit. A design touch I genuinely like. The stick is powered internally, so there's no dangling cables. It is seamless. With that said, I'm a Google TV household. My apps, my interface, my watch history, all with Google. Within the first month, I replaced the Fire Stick with a Google dongle. The swap is simple and the compartment fits either device without issue. It costs you nothing beyond the dongle itself. But if AWOL could integrate this Google TV natively in the future models, It would be one less step for a significant portion of buyers, and I welcome it. Here's what I didn't expect when I made the switch. I didn't just adapt this projector. I fell in love with it. There was a period of first week where I was still making comparison, still measuring this against the OLED and the QLED that I had, as you can see on the background here. And then somewhere around a month or 2 months, I stopped doing that. The AWOL Laser TV 3500 Pro became the experience. I stopped thinking about what I left behind and started looking forward, pressing this one button that unfolds the complete home cinema experience. Watching this screen descend and disappear into the nothingness, this was a real good feeling. That, I think, is the most honest review that I can ever give. A year ago, I had 3 fears: the setup, the quality, and the cost. All 3 of them turned out to be smaller than I built them in my head. And to replace that, I found something much greater. A home cinema I'm genuinely proud of, and a projector that earns its place at the center of my living room. Now, pairing it with this motorized ALR screen and the short cabinet made the home cinema experience much more convenient. Like I said earlier, if you don't have a permanent fixture, then you will struggle with this manual keystone correction. Once you move the projector, then you need to do this manually all the time. With this motorized cabinet, I don't need to do anything. With one click of button, it adjusts everything to its original setting. And the motorized cabinet actually remembers the previous setting. And that's the beauty of this complete setup that I have.